Ohayo. Welcome to the So Japanese podcast, a podcast about all things Japan from a
Japanese
and foreign perspective. We are your hosts. My name is John.
My name is Ryusuke.
Thank you for joining us today.
Arigato.
Today's episode is, I guess, fitting for the summer season.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're a little bit late though, but it's climbing Mount Fuji.
Wow.
So we'll talk a little bit about the history, some information about when to climb, tips to climb, and of course etiquette, costs, and a street level Japanese segment at the end. So please stay tuned for that. So Mount Fuji in Japanese, it's called Fujisan. It's located on the island of Honshu. It is the highest mountain in Japan, standing about 3,700 meters or 12,000 feet. It is the second highest volcano located on an island in Asia and seventh highest peak on an island on Earth.
Wow.
So Mount Fuji is a dormant volcano that last erupted in 1707 and 1708. So it's been a while.
It's been a while.
The longer it's the longer it's been, the scarier it gets.
Of course, because like it's coming soon.
So apparently, following the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, there's speculation that because of that earthquake, the shock will have caused
the volcano
to induce the volcano to go up. So like scientists measuring whatever they measure, and they say that an eruption could be imminent, which I don't know. So a couple of facts. Mount Fuji is and always has been considered sacred. So shrines are scattered throughout the mountainside. And in the past, the grounds were used as training for Shinto and Buddhist monks, as well as the samurai. The first known climber was a monk in the year 663.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Women were not allowed to climb Mount Fuji until 1912. They were banned, I guess, because of like religious sacred reasons. Yeah. But since 1912, women have been allowed. Climbing Mount Fuji is actually like a really local thing. You would think it's like a super touristy thing, right? But actually, of the 200,000 to 300,000 climbers each year, 70% of those are Japanese, and only 30% are foreign residents or tourists. So that shows that the mountain has a strong cultural importance, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Like I feel like you think of Japan, you think of Fujisan, no?
Like bunch of art from like long time ago, right?
Yeah, right.
Like Hokusai one and stuff. Like
I would say that's like the most famous. Everyone knows. They can picture that, right? So, climbing Mount Fuji, as we said, 200 to 300 climbers during the official climbing season, which is about 2 months of the summer.
That's it. Wow.
So on average, during those 2 months of like the climbing season, that's about 3,500 people climbing Mount Fuji every day.
Wow.
So don't think that like, oh, you're gonna climb Mount Fuji, it's gonna be like
just yourself,
peaceful.
No,
like we seen pictures of it and it's like a lineup.
Yeah. Like traffic,
right? It's not doesn't look sexy as it is. No. So there's 4 trails to climb up to the peak. Depending on which trail you take, there's ones that are like way more popular than others, but the ascent is about 5 to 7 hours from station 5. So most people climb from station 5. You can climb from, I'm not sure if it's a climb, it's more like a walk. Or a hike.
Yeah.
From station 1. So from station 1, add 4 hours to that. Most people take a bus to station 5, which is about 50 minutes. The descent is about 3 to 4 hours back down to station 5. So the official season, it's about 2 months, so early July to mid-September, but the exact dates change every year. So check it out.
And it's obviously because there's a snow.
Exactly. So that's why it's just these 2 seasons, because I think the snow is not there.
Yeah.
However, you can climb in the off season. The off season is still like only 2 months, mid-April to early June. But to do this, you need to show proof and fill out a form and fill out like an action plan that you are fully prepared. So like your route, schedule, what equipment you have, group members, contact information. And this is because when it's off season, no one's really working on the mountain. So just in case you need rescue, you need first aid, they know how to get you.
Yeah.
And also, just because you fill out this plan and this form, you might not be approved to enter the mountain anyway.
It makes sense.
Yeah. And another thing is that because during the off season, the toilets are closed, the mountain huts are closed, they recommend you to take a portable toilet. But I don't know what that is, like a little potty, like for little kids, like a foldable.
Well, I guess it's cold, so at least don't really smell.
That's
or even like your urine and your.
So I guess like you're gonna have to bag your shit with you and keep it.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
So, Ryusuke has climbed Mount Fuji.
Yeah, I did, but in my situation wasn't like the John told us now. Like we didn't even prepare. We were so young. On that day, we suddenly decided to go Mount Fuji and then decide to go. Okay, let's go to the top. So what we had was like regular clothes, regular shoes. Some of my friends are more like a skater kind of clothing.
Okay.
I was a little bit more like okay to climb. I think jeans and like sneakers and but anyway, with definitely no fully equipped. And I remember, I think it was because off season, so we could go drive car until the station 5.
Okay.
And from there, we walk through, I don't even remember which station we got, but it was quite high. I remember we were overcrowded.
Okay.
And then I see basically like everywhere Japan. But again, we have no water, no food, and it was like 10 of us. And one of my friends got sickness from the high altitude.
So altitude sickness. Okay.
Yeah.
Just 1 out of the 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But he was really bad.
Yeah.
Like his face was kind of like swallowing and then red. He said like he has headache. And so
what are the symptoms? Did he vomit?
He didn't vomit.
Okay.
But I think headache.
Yeah.
Then obviously like he can't breathe.
Yeah.
Like regularly. So I remember we let him take a rest, and then while that there's another climbers, and they knew we're not ready to go. They start talking to us like, where you guys gonna go? And then we say like, oh, we want to go to the top. And then they say, don't do it.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
And you're not ready, obviously.
Yeah. And they ask us like, do you guys have any food and drink? And then we say no. And I think I talked this in another episode. I forgot which one was it, but if you guys remember the story, but I just gonna tell you again. And yeah, we got a one drink, one like a Japanese bread for 10 people. And then we did a janken.
So they were nice. These other climbers were nice enough to hook you guys up.
Yeah. I think they're just worried, and then they're like, no. And we will give you one each, but now you need to go down. So
we'll give you, but go down, not
exactly.
Up.
No,
okay,
like we are helping you to go up.
Yes.
And then we kind of know that too. So we're like, again, sit and then drink, eat, and okay, let's go down because it's dangerous.
Did you start feeling like cold?
I was okay, surprisingly. Yeah, I was like more happy to see all the nice view.
Yeah.
We are on top of the crowd and but you know, we were like 19.
Okay.
And again, we are stupid. So definitely, I don't recommend that. And also, while we are walking, like we're going to explain again, but it's really rocky. I even remember that like accidentally I kicked one rock and then like just go all the way down.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, oh no, it won't stop.
So you don't know who's down there either, right? That's scary.
Yeah. So yeah, please remember that.
So we're gonna give you guys some tips on climbing Mount Fuji, but obviously not from Ryusuke because
from me.
That's bad planning.
Yeah.
But Ryusuke's friend, he's climbed Mount Fuji many times, and Ryusuke asked him for some tips, and I think these tips are pretty. I've never climbed, but
yeah, after I heard this, I'm like, yeah,
these are good tips, right? Like
it
gives me confidence that maybe I could attempt it one day.
Yeah.
So, the first tip from Ryusuke's friend, a seasoned Mount Fuji climber, is to bring winter clothes. So, yes, the climbing season
is summer,
but it gets really cold up there.
For
so
sure,
like down jacket type,
yeah,
toque or a winter hat. And apparently it's really windy. You hear the howling of the wind all the time. So they say bring ear coverings just in case. Bring rain clothes, not umbrella. Umbrella won't help you up there. You need to bring like proper waterproof rain clothing. And also wear synthetic materials like dry fit material because it will dry more quickly. If you wear cotton underwear, I think you'll be soaked the whole time.
Wet.
Yeah. Obviously sunglasses.
Yeah.
And as we said, like a hat for sure.
Yeah.
So it's kind of difficult, right? So you plan, as a tourist, you plan to go to Japan during the summer to climb Mount Fuji. I bet most people,
you don't have those.
You don't have winter jackets, right?
Yeah.
But if you do plan to climb Mount Fuji, fleece, down jacket, apparently you need it.
Yep.
The next tip?
Next tip is bring a lot of 100 yen coins for washroom room and vending machines, because once you start climb up, there's no ATM. You definitely need money to buy some stuff, but mostly they only take 100 yen coin.
Yeah,
so
they don't take credit card.
No. So what you need is you need to have a lot of 100 yen coins, which is a little bit hard, but it's
how would you get that? Go to the bank?
Go to the bank.
Okay.
That's the easiest. Maybe you can go to ATM? I'm not sure.
Coins?
Yeah. But bank
the
is
bank.
Yeah, definitely.
Or ask for change at a convenience store.
Or like if you go amusement park, amusement park, and you can
not amusement. You mean like game centers?
Sorry, game centers.
Yes,
yeah.
that's true.
And they
that's
have
true.
that those game centers is
That's
everywhere in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So
or like gachapon areas. Yes.
Maybe like a day before you go there, get 2,000 yen or 3,000 yen, just change into 100 yen coin, put in a Ziploc bag or whatever. Yeah,
that's a good tip.
Yep.
The next one is bring enough water with you. So don't just think on the way up and then you can buy water. Try to think to bring enough water for up and down. Water prices get more expensive as you go up. At the peak, apparently it's like 800 yen for a 300 milliliter bottle of water. Even better tip would be to bring, I think they're called camel backpacks.
Yeah.
Where you can put water in your backpack with a straw over your shoulder. Because, so if you buy water at any of these stations, they will only accept the empty water bottle if you have bought it from them. So if you buy a bottle of water at station 6 and then you finish drinking the bottle of water by the time you get to station 7, they won't take your empty bottle.
You have to carry them.
You have to carry it with you up and back down. So yeah, water, obviously. Next one.
And next one, trash bins, because there's no trash bins, so you have to bring your own plastic bag for keeping all the garbage, even dirty toilet paper if you need to do it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
again,
a couple of plastic bags with you.
Yeah. Like John said, like if you buy water, then you don't throw away at that point. You have to carry them. Obviously, don't throw away in Mount Fuji.
No.
Etiquette.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I feel like in Japan, it's no littering anyway.
No. Yeah.
Especially in a sacred grounds.
Yep.
The next one is to wear good hiking shoes or boots, as it's super steep, super rocky. On the way down, it's slippery. A lot of loose rocks, like how Rusuke was talking about. And don't buy a fresh pair of boots and then climb. Like, make sure you break them in first, or else your feet are gonna
the
blister, or it's just gonna be a hard time for you. Yeah. Okay, next one.
Next one. If you're sleeping overnight and had to wait for the sunlight, bring warm sleeping bag and pillows.
Yeah, so apparently these huts, it's just like wood floor. They give you nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
you should have one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another tip is to bring a head torch or a head flashlight with extra batteries as well. So apparently it gets pretty dark.
Yeah.
You're gonna need that.
Yeah. And next one, sunscreen, because it's so high you're at, and then the air is so thin, so you will definitely get burned from, like, you're very close to sun. There's no other trees or whatever you can hide. So imagine you're middle like heat with the heater.
Yes.
Basically, it's the same situation, right?
You don't even have clouds to protect you.
Exactly.
Right? The air's thinner, so
yeah.
Apparently you can burn really, really, really easily.
So face, you have to put a lot of sunscreen, and make sure if you have your no sleeves, and definitely your arms and everywhere. Yep.
The next tip is to go down carefully.
Oh,
so you wouldn't think, but apparently going down is harder than going up.
Yeah.
It takes less time, but it's more treacherous, I think. Like it's like slippery. A lot of people slide down. And there's like apparently really sharp rocks where you can like break toes. It can like pierce your hiking boots even. So go down super, super carefully.
I remember it was hard when I go down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Harder, right?
Yeah, because like you say, it's so slippery. It's not like muddy slippery. It's just like rocks, dusty, and sand, and
and also maybe like your mindset is different. Because like you got to the peak, okay, now it's going to be easy.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
no. Yeah. And take your time too.
Right?
Yeah.
Next
one, buy or lend helmets if it's possible. Because again, there's so many rocks. You never know, somebody's gonna kick in rocks, and then it might gonna come to you, or you might gonna fall down, and it's still like it's sharpie rocks everywhere too. So
because you could like pass out from altitude sickness, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. The next one is bring masks, like not for COVID really, but for dust. So we said it before, 3,500 climbers a day. The climbers ahead of you will be kicking up a lot of dust. So apparently if you don't, your whole face will be covered in like red dust.
Also, if you don't have the mask, that means like you have to breathe with all the dust. Imagine.
So bring masks.
Right. And next one, if you ever take the bus up to the 5th station, and maybe you should consider to chill for an hour or two. It's just because acclimate to the altitude.
Yes.
It's obviously your body is not used to get that high already, and then you're still trying to go way up. So let your body little bit break.
Yeah. So apparently this is really important because a lot of people, they take the bus ride up to the 5th station. Okay, let's go. And then those people
Get
altitude sickness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you should just it's a good segue to the next tip, but don't rush.
Don't rush. Yeah.
Right. If you walk from station 1 to station 5 and you continue, your body's slowly getting used to the altitude, right?
Yeah.
But with the bus, you go straight up. I think that's a big mistake for,
especially if this is your first time, right? What's the point? You rush and then you fail. You couldn't even reach the top.
Right.
But your goal is actually you want to go all the way top.
Right.
So
right.
I guess plan it really carefully. Give you extra an hour or 2, or even 3.
Yeah.
And you should need to go up and then see.
Also, don't rush as in you're climbing Mount Fuji, enjoy the view. Enjoy the view as much as possible.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not a race.
No.
So for altitude sickness, the Japanese website to climb Mount Fuji, they have some tips. So they say, get a good night's rest before you climb.
For sure.
Don't climb when fatigued. So make sure rest. Take your time. Just rest. They say to walk slowly and drink lots of fluids.
Sure.
Which is
no
tough
drinking alcohol.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
They do serve beer up top.
I know.
But
I won't. I mean, I want to cheers. But
yes.
maybe after I went down, I go somewhere izakaya and then otsukare.
I can understand the draw to want to drink a beer at the peak, looking down.
Yeah.
But I think you'd get drunk really easily.
For sure.
Right? The air's
For
thin.
sure. Yeah.
So those are our tips. Next part is etiquette. So we always like to give etiquette. I feel like the So Japanese podcast, one of our things is to give good etiquette tips, especially because Japan is so different culturally. So etiquette.
Yep.
The first one is when you are hiking, climbing the mountain, walk on the mountain side if it's possible, not the edge. Because at the edge, you can kick rocks down, you can fall down. There's no gate or fence, right?
Yeah.
And if you do end up kicking a rock, you should yell down.
Yeah. Let them know
that a rock's coming. What would you yell?
I think abunai or
okay.
something.
Yeah.
すいません. Ishi.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I did,
Yeah.
but I didn't see anyone. But I was just thinking about it. If there's a people.
Yeah. Ugh.
And obviously it gets faster.
Yeah.
Obviously, right?
Or maybe smaller too.
Yeah. So that's very important etiquette.
Okay, next one.
The next one, be prepared to abandon your crime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't be so prideful.
No.
And risk.
No.
Right.
Risk what? Right?
Right.
You're supposed to enjoy this travel and the experience. And because you want to push too much, and you never know. Again, climb mountain is not like walking or even hiking somewhere, right?
Yeah.
This is one of the highest mountain in the world.
Yeah.
So
don't take it lightly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not prepared, or if you're tired, you're not feeling well, it's just better to go back down, or else you don't know what's gonna happen, and then you're gonna need a rescue team to get you.
It might cost you more.
Next one is so give way to people when going up and down. So I don't think there's a etiquette in terms of if you're going up left side, going down right side, anything like that. But just respect one another, right?
Yeah.
Let people go first.
Exactly. Don't try to squeeze in or forcing someone to push.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, next one. don't disturb animals and plants if you ever see on a Mount Fuji, obviously.
So like don't feed the animals.
Don't feed.
Don't take any plants.
No.
Yeah.
Just leave them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The next one, similar to that, don't remove or damage any lava or rocks from the area. So don't, it's sacred land. So like don't take, oh, you're gonna get a piece of lava as a souvenir. No. That's bad etiquette.
Keep everything in your memory.
Exactly.
Yeah. And next one, do not pitch a tent or making a fire. Yeah, it's not the place you do those things.
Yes.
Then go just camping.
Exactly, right? Like the animals, to don't disturb animals, but the same thing, don't release pets. So I think that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
I guess people were releasing pets.
Maybe like dogs to walk in together.
I think more like, I can't take care of my rabbit here or something like that.
I don't know. Yeah.
Or maybe even like, I don't think you should release ashes too. Like,
yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
Next one.
Sowing seeds or planting
seedlings. Yeah. So don't try to
don't try
plant
to
stuff.
No. I don't think you care about that, but yeah.
So all this being said, it's like just be respectful. Mostly it's like think about you want to pass down Mount Fuji to future generations as it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's normal.
So don't litter.
No.
Take all your trash back. Don't bring any unnecessary things. Just take what you need because I guess you might want to leave things.
Yeah.
Don't leave any things. Don't stray off the trails. Another one, showing respect. Don't write any graffiti. Or like even RIP to like dead family members or anything like that. Just don't. Leave it as it is.
Yeah.
Do not use vehicles except on designated roadways. Turn off the engine if you're in the parking areas. And keep toilets and other public facilities clean.
お願いしますよ.
So for COVID,
now,
what should they do if you want to climb?
Well, for the COVID situation, obviously, everybody knows, keep 2-meter distance with other climbers. And if you have COVID symptom, don't continue to climb. I don't think you will do it anyway, but
who knows, man? You booked your trip, you have this plan.
I know. Yeah, I can tell. Some
right?
people
Like I want to fight through it, but it's just gonna be worse for you.
Yeah.
So costs. What are the costs? You're gonna have to pay for admission, accommodation, and food. So to enter the trail, to enter the mountain, to start climbing, it's 1,000 yen admission fee, $10.
$10. Yeah.
If you plan a 2-day climb, which most people do because they want to see the sunrise at the top, you need to stay in a mountain hut. And that will cost you about 5,000 yen without meals and 7,000 yen with meals. So if you bring enough food, snacks, again, you're going to have to carry it and also carry the trash back down. But
you can save like $20.
Exactly. You also have to pay 100 to 200 yen to use the toilet. I think as you get higher, it gets more expensive.
Yeah, so toilet is not free.
No.
Yeah.
That's where the 100 yen coins come in. So again, if you want to buy water or snacks, again, no ATMs, bring extra 100 yen coins.
Yep.
Hiking sticks. The hiking stick to me is a good souvenir, right? Because at each station you get like a stamp.
Stamps, yeah.
And I've seen like with my friends in Japan that they've climbed Mount Fuji in their house. They have the walking stick with all the stamps.
Yeah.
It does look pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. And it's wooden.
Yeah, it's wooden. Yeah. So the hiking sticks cost, I think, 1,000 yen if you buy it at the station in the city.
Yeah.
But if you wait until station 5 or at the mountain to buy it, it's double.
it makes sense.
Yeah, everything's.
So
It's like an island.
Exactly.
Right?
So if you knew you need, then you better buy at the station. Yeah, it's same thing.
Yeah. So also, the mountain huts also allow non-overnight climbers to take a rest. And that typically costs about 1,000 to 2,000 yen per hour. But keep in mind that the rest stations close from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. For these non-overnight stay people, because people are sleeping.
Yeah.
They don't want you guys
Disturb
to disturb
others.
them, right? So you might have to sit outside and wait.
Yeah.
There are also guided tours with food. Obviously, you get a tour guide, and that costs about 100,000 yen for 2 days. So about $1,000, right? So apparently, like, the trail on the mountain is pretty monotonous. It's boring. Like, you're on the island or you're on the mountain already. You can't really see
anything,
right? So, and also the crowds. I mean, there's a lot of people. It's like a lineup to go up. So keep in mind, the crowds can be intense. People say that it feels less like mountain climbing, because I don't think you have to be super fit or an experienced climber to do this. It's just really difficult hiking.
Yeah, exactly.
So people liken it to like a grueling workout session in a overcrowded gym. It's not as like sexy as you might think it is, right? So like apparently the climb itself is not that enjoyable. It's the view
from the top,
and
or even like before the top, like I did. It was still beautiful.
Good enough, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So as we said, you're already on the mountain. You don't really get good views of the mountain. I think we talked about it on the Shinkansen episode. On the Shinkansen going to and from Kansai to Tokyo, you get a good view of Mount Fuji, like the whole mountain. Or even like, I remember being on a flight and even the captain was saying like, hey, if you look on to your left side or right side, whatever, you can see like a bird's eye view.
Or the Mount Fuji.
Yeah, it kind of just looks like a Google Maps thing.
Yeah, and then if you want to see, you can go check with the Google Map.
So apparently if you want to see the mountain as a whole, and we've seen pictures online, it's really, really nice. There are 4 lakes you can go to. There's like hotels in the lake too, campsites around the lakes too. But which 4 lakes should they go to?
So first one, Lake Kawaguchi, which is Kawaguchiko in Japanese. That's the good one. And second one, it's called Lake Yamanaka, which is my last name, Yamanaka-ko. It's nothing about me. And third one, it's called Lake Saiko in Japanese. And the fourth one, Lake Shojiko. Yeah.
Ko means like baby, child, no?
But ko for this means
lake.
Yeah.
Pronunciation's different?
Exactly. We say Mizumi, but when the, for example, Ontario Lake, we say Ontario Ko.
Okay.
But if we just describe as a lake, then we say Mizumi.
Okay.
Because it's no sea.
So it's not like Yamanaka Ko, Yamanaka Lake. It's not like baby Yamanaka.
No. Yamanaka Ko, the kanji is different.
Okay.
So the ko kanji is Mizumi, which is lake.
But you say it as Ko.
Ko. Exactly.
See, these are the things that
I know, the small details, and
it's super difficult
how we say it, right?
Yeah.
Why it's no Yamanaka Mizumi,
right? Although this might be, you would probably learn this if you learn Japanese formally or through a textbook. But if you want to learn more colloquial Japanese slang, this brings us to street level Japanese.
Yes.
So our segment today, it's not words really, it's sounds. Sounds that have meaning.
Because Japanese people has a lot of just the sounds with the meaning. I
guess like right now I just did that. In English, means Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have 2 sounds to introduce to you today.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is
Eh?
Really? I didn't know that. But you say more like you're in shock,
In shock. Yeah.
right? So formally, how do you say it?
本当ですか?
Honto desu ka? So for example, did you know Joe won the lottery?
Eh?
So there's like a surprise there, right?
Yes. Yeah.
The next one is ne.
Ne.
Ne. Means I agree. I know, right? Formally, you would say
はい.
hai. So how you say ne is different depending on if you're agreeing to something negative or if you're agreeing to something positive. So a negative example, 2 negative examples are, so last night we went out to eat and the restaurant was expensive and the food wasn't even that good.
ね.
Ne. So he's agreeing. Another one, we're at work and I'm talking shit about someone. Yo, John works so slow.
ね.
Ne. So the ne is kind of more like a down tone. Ne.
Ne.
So you're agreeing to something that's
Negative.
more negative.
Yeah.
Next one is positive. So when you're agreeing to something positive and using ne, it's a different tone. So for example, we had so much fun last night.
ね.
Ne. Ne. So up. Or hey, this John guy, he's a super nice guy, eh?
ね.
Ne. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Like happy.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
It sounds happy.
Yeah.
So that does it for today's episode.
はい.
Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it useful. I don't know if our listeners have thought about climbing Mount Fuji before, but I hope it's not like we're seasoned climbers, obviously not.
No.
But we got some pretty good tips, I think, to share, right?
Yep.
It makes me, I'm super unathletic. I'm not interested in climbing any mountain, but hearing these tips makes me feel more prepared that I could attempt it one day.
Yeah. I would love to do that one day. Now I know, like, when I come back, I have to do this.
So we should do it together, maybe.
Yeah, sure, man. And we can live. Yeah, let's do it.
So live, there's no Wi-Fi up there.
Yeah, but we can get pocket Wi-Fi.
Pocket Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I think now maybe many countries have this, but you can, in Japan, you can pre-order before you arrive a pocket Wi-Fi. So it's like a pocket router.
Yeah.
You keep with you. It's like the size of like a external hard drive, and that can connect your smartphone to the internet at all the time. At all times, you don't need to be near.
Yeah, so you don't even
Service,
need the other SIM card, because this time I went back to Japan, I had it.
Yes.
So what I need to do with my phone from a Canadian provider, I just need to turn off. I mean, I did the airplane mode, but because with the Wi-Fi is still working, right?
Okay.
So
I thought you got a SIM card last time.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
I got a pocket Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So you turn airplane mode, so you don't get any signals to you have to cost more. So and then the Wi-Fi is always working. But one tip, because I was sharing with my girlfriend for like couple days, and we both trying to post some Instagram or something. So sometimes there's a limit for a day. So if you use over the data, and then the Wi-Fi, I mean the pocket Wi-Fi get really slow.
Okay. You still connect.
You can still connect,
But it's really slow.
It's really slow. So
Okay.
mostly, I think you should use for like contact with someone or checking your map,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
when you need to check your Etiquette or whatever.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Don't use it to go live on TikTok.
No.
Although I'd be interested to watch that. Oh, it'd be pretty boring actually.
Yeah. Well, I think if you want to do that, there's a like better quality or like better gigabyte or something.
Okay.
You need to pay more.
Is the pocket Wi-Fi thing like mendokusai to carry around all the time?
No. It
Isn't
was
that heavy?
like half size of no, I would say like 1/3 of iPhone.
Okay.
A little bit thicker than iPhone, but you can keep in a pocket.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode.
Hi.
Thank you for listening as usual.
Arigato.
Please rate, review, subscribe wherever you find our podcasts and follow all our social media accounts. We would really, really appreciate that. And that's it.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとう。バイバイ。